Thanks for shopping at Saks.
It's just another vital part. It's just another It's a cigar, but not much more than a butt. You retrieve the cigar butt.
What can I do for you, doll?
I'd like,
We're out of it. We're out of everything, including employees. Would you like to apply for a job?
I can cook.
No can do. What with you being female and all?
What, you male sexist pig?
As you change your clothes, you think to yourself that even in drag, you still have incredible animal magnetism. Or is that just a lack of deodorant?
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
Hint, hitting a moving target is more difficult than hitting a stationary lump. It was the I Love Lunacy show. You must have briefly tuned into the electronic entrails of some long-lost civilization. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... Memories race through your mind. You know you've seen this place in your distant past. The low-resolution features look exactly like a place you once visited called Ulen's Flats. In the distance you see sand dunes and sky. This closely resembles the left side of Droids Be Us. It's a Walmart force field generation unit. For all of your droid-related needs, see us when we're open. This must be the back of a bar. Some fading graffiti adorns the wall. You've obviously found the location of Tiny's used spaceships. Lucky you! This building is quite small. Maybe this is why it's called Tiny's. This must be the Yugo of spaceships. You wonder why anyone would bother to lock it. At the bottom of this excavation is a small craft almost totally buried in dirt. You remember barely making it back out when the engine died. It's very pleasant looking. This is the tale of a ship parked for business at the Ulentz Flats Bar. The sign suggests that this place might be a bar. This long-legged beauty stands silently, waiting for its jet-faced owner to return. It looks like it came from the planet of the warts. This ship must be the Plantar's deluxe model, with authentic mosaic upholstery. As you check out the sand bikes, you wonder what kind of cheeseball would own one. The old bar is still here. The smell of Coronian ale stinks up the place. The aroma leads you to remember vividly your previous visit here. You break out in a cold sweat. This looks like the bar in Space Quest 1. You see two guys singing. You see a man behind the bar serving drinks. Some rather drab-looking individuals are hogging the bar. This guy's really ugly. Some rather drab-looking individuals are hogging the bar. This guy's the ugliest of all. Some rather drab-looking individuals are hogging the bar. This guy's too ugly to describe. You see a book of matches on the bar countertop.
Well, looky here. If it ain't Mr. Look at Me, I'm in VGA. What's the matter? Monochrome not good enough for you? What's this? 256 colors all for one little bitmapped wimp? What a waste of VGA. Hey, fellas, I bet I can toss them all the way out from the bottom of the stairs. Bet you an ale.
Boy, that was close. Hey, how come their bikes can go through the force field?
You hear a high-pitched whine from the east. Boy, that was close. You pick up the book of matches. A book of matches!
Hey, aren't you the guy who broke my slot machine? You owe me some money.
Well, I gotta run. My hog pod's double parked. Hey, it's been swell talking to you.
You hear a high-pitched whine from the east. Boy, that was close. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... Your innate sense of curiosity makes you wish you knew the way to open this thing. None of the codes you punch in seem to have any effect on the door. Well, there's not much left of the lock now. This long tunnel contains 3 circular steel portals, each containing nozzle-like projections. You slide the conveniently pre-moistened stogie between your lips, apply a lit match, and proceed to nearly hack up a lung. You cast the old stogie to the ground. This maze of cables, ducts, pipes, and glowing panels gives the superbrain computer a sense of being alive. You hear an electronic hum approaching from ahead of you. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally,
faux components with pocket PAL connector. If you're a proud owner of our ever-popular Pocket Pal portable terminal, you have no doubt noticed that, without the proper connector, it is virtually useless. Fortunately, at this moment, our exclusive Pocket Pal connector is on sale for just 1,999 buckazoids. Get yours now before the price goes up even further.
A Pocket Pal adapter plug. You attach the plug to the Pocket Pal. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... Maybe if you wait a while, the nice droid will come around to where you are and talk to you. You hear an electronic hum approaching from behind you. Now you knew he was coming, didn't you? Maybe if you wait a while, the nice droid will come around to where you are and talk to you. You hear an electronic hum approaching from behind you. You hear an electronic hum approaching from behind you. You hear an electronic hum approaching from your right.
Take a good look, Roger. Remember this poor wretched soul, for he is your son.
You don't need to look at that. The heavy iron door looks impenetrable. The chamber's interior is filled with hoses, tubes, and wires, and one computer terminal. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Keep your hands to yourself. Looks rather like a security droid of some sort. This is your brain. Had this been a real brain, you would have known how to use it. The Andromedan symbol for life. probably represents some tertiary function of the supercomputer brain. Certainly nothing important. You've seen this mystic rune somewhere else. Yeah, this looks like toilet material.
Hello again, Roger. It's me, your old friend, Sludge Volhall. I've taken the liberty of borrowing your son's body. I had to remove him first to make room for my mental self. His is on this disc. Say, it's most enjoyable to be in a young, healthy body, even if it's from your bloodline. In fact, I like it so much, I think I'll keep it. I guess we'll have no use for this anymore. Now it's time to settle things, once and for all. You'd better be careful, though. Keep this in mind. If I die while in this body, that disc will be useless. Your son will never draw another breath. And if you don't defend yourself, you will never live to buff another helmet. Come on, show me what you've got, mop jockey.
Thank you.
effort you can muster? All this space hero nonsense must be getting to you. You're getting old, Roger. I, on the other hand, am enjoying the physical joys of youth.
The label on the diskette reads, Roger Jr., Brain Tools, Stunt Flyer.
Follow me. There are many things we need to talk about.
Is it true? I'm so...
You must be very confused.
Were Vohal's words true? Are you really my son? You do look a little like me, though not as good looking.
What do you mean, not as good looking? I'm 10 times... Wait. What am I saying? This is no way to start. Yes, what Vohal said is true. I have many things to tell you, Dad. I should start at the beginning. I was born 19 years ago on Xenon. It's always been my home. The Xenon of today, at least up until recently, had made great strides in managing our planet's resources. That included water, minerals, even the talent of our population. We enjoyed peace for so many years, we took it for granted. The creation of the first super biomech computer was the biggest success story in our history. When the Vohal virus was introduced and began to control the computer, a state of total chaos was created. We were unprepared for what followed as Vohal turned our technology against us. The population was quickly decimated. Some of us stayed and tried to fight, some were captured, and some fled the planet. When it seemed there was no hope, we thought of one last, long-shot effort. That was to find the only person in history ever to defeat Vohal. We had to go back in time to find that person, you. We got there just in time.
You had to go back in time to get me? Why wasn't I available in this time? What happened to me? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. There are some things I wish I could tell you, but can't. I know that's not what you want to hear. Believe me, I just can't.
Hey, if you're my son, who's your mother? My wife? Where is she? Who is she?
You sure ask a lot of questions for a janitor. This is my mother and your wife. Her name was Beatrice Wankmeister. She was quite beautiful, wasn't she?
What do you mean, was quite beautiful? What are you saying?
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Please, I can't tell you anymore.
I don't believe all this. I'm so confused.
It doesn't matter now. I have to send you back where I found you so that history will properly reflect the events which brought us to this place in time. You won't remember much. This will seem like it was a weird, fuzzy dream. I must get back to the task of contacting all the surviving citizens of our planet. We have a huge task ahead of us. Rebuilding our city and our lives will not be easy, but we will do it. Once more, I have to ask you to enter the time rip. It will return you to Magmetheus in the Space Quest 4 era. Please, go now. It's time. Dad? I'm glad I got to see you, even if only for a few minutes. Xenon owes you a lot. Goodbye, Dad.
So many unanswered questions. The future should prove most interesting for Roger if he can stay out of trouble long enough to reach it. We're glad you could help Roger get through it all. Thank you for playing Space Quest 4.